Morning everyone, Zoe Wadsworth of Ask Zoe, and this is our next instalment of our video case studies. So today we have the amazing Suzanne Smith joining us to share her experience with myself and the Ask Zoe brand. So I will hand it over to Suzanne to introduce herself and tell us all about what she does.
Hello everybody, Suzanne Smith. My business is called Reconnecting You. And I'm a chronic fatigue specialist, and I support people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired to get their energy levels back and to get back out into the world and live the life that they want to live.
And she definitely does that. I am actually one of Suzanne's clients. We met through networking.
Yep.
And built relationships from there. And definitely, guys, if you struggle with your sleep or fatigue, do reach out to her, and I will tell you how you can do that at the end. So for those that don't know, myself and Suzanne have been working together on her business for the past 9 months. So Suzanne, do you just want to explain the kind of the scenario, what was happening in the business before making that decision to invest on the business with our services?
I think I was floundering is the politest way of saying it. You know, we come across so much advice for businesses, and I'm a bit of a butterfly, so I know I was bobbing about from this to that to this to that, and didn't really have a plan. Didn't really have a structure for what I was trying to achieve. Maybe didn't even really have clarity of thought about what I was trying to achieve. So I joined the Strategy Mastermind group, which was just mind-blowing in terms of putting that structure, like all these things that I had floating around in my mind, putting them into place, and it's really stood me in good stead. I was just saying to Zoe that part of the strategy group is getting clarity around your vision, your mission, and your values. I'd got all of those, I just hadn't pulled them all together.
Yeah.
But actually my vision was to have my business running and working well, to have a team working with me, but also to have a not-for-profit in place. And I absolutely smashed that, got it all. And I was shocked when I looked back at it and thought, oh yeah, tick that box.
But for us, it is important. We normally say, as you know, Suzanne, and for those listening, Suzanne, as you mentioned, was on our mastermind offer, which is our group coaching program, and then followed into one-to-one support, because them goals started to happen quite quickly. I do remember that coming into fruition. And a lot of people do say the same. They feel like they're the magpie, or they feel like a butterfly floating from one thing to another. But when we put it down on paper, we get some action and some intent, because if we don't do that, a goal is just a wish. I'm sure you've all heard of that term if you follow business development, and I can't tell you who said it. I heard it many moons ago, and I always say it because it did resonate with me. So what are your goals now, Suzanne? You mentioned that you have kind of tick that off, kind of the bucket list on the vision board with what you set out to achieve, but what are the goals now through working together? How's that changed?
So the goals are now to step it up a level. I've been let me rephrase that, through having our sessions, I've been able to be consistent in what I've been doing. Because of the accountability that you offer and the way that we're summarizing things at the end of each session, you know exactly what you're doing for the coming month. So the goals are now around expansion. So it feels like we've hit this level of stability. I know there's more to do, but I've been able to then look up and go, okay, where am I going next? And so the vision is now a bit bigger. And that's really exciting.
And it's amazing to see, because visions, sometimes someone will say to me, I've worked with a client before, and when we did the vision board, and I remember her saying to me, oh, I can take a lot off my existing vision board, because we get so busy doing the do. We think that our vision doesn't change, and it does, because the world moves round. as we know. It's kind of what we're meant to do. We're built to move, we're built to change, we're built to move with the business and reach them goals, but acknowledge when we're at them goals and then go for more, because then we're always going to get that optimum return on investment. So Suzanne, can you just share with those listening on why you decided to work with us, Zoe? Because we understand there's a lot of people in a competitive space, as there is in holistic space, in coaching spaces, in consultants. So why did you decide to work with ourselves?
I think it's a couple of reasons. One is you. Yeah. And you are like a little ideas factory. I think coming up with suggestions and approaches and support for achieving what I wanted to achieve. Having that I don't know what, like guidance, and sometimes you get bogged down in your own stuff and you can't actually see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
Having your external looking in view, going, oh, what about this? What about that? Have you thought about this? Did you know about that? And your ability to rise up above the kind of the weeds and help you to pinpoint, actually, this is a change or this is happening. It has been really important. And I also know that I'm somebody that needs that external accountability. For many years, I thought it was just because I wasn't a very good business person or whatever. I now understand that that's just who I am. And actually, when I have that accountability, things happen. It keeps me honest, keeps me moving forward. So it's been fantastic.
Amazing. And for those that don't know, as mentioned with the group support, you can move on to like one-to-one accountability with the Ask Zoe program. We now offer it as a package because we're seeing the results, just like Suzanne's getting in her business. And the longer we work with a client, we're seeing that kind of growth just kind of escalate, and them just giving us the feedback that Suzanne's just provided there. So we do really appreciate it. So how have you found that process from obviously group masterclass with other people into that one-to-one transition? How have you found the full process from beginning to end?
Enlightening, I think, is the word that pops into mind.
Amazing.
You know, when you start a business, I work as a therapist, so I concentrated on my therapeutic skills, my coaching skills. You know, the doing the do. You don't necessarily come then with all the other softer skills around that. So it's like the return on investment is not just measured in pounds. It's measured in my confidence. And that's quite priceless. So having somebody that you trust to work with, who's supporting you in your personal development as a business owner, is quite a magical thing.
Oh, thank you. But it's just what we love to do. We had the same conversation this morning in networking. Somebody said something in their networking pitch and I went, got a client that can help you with that. And she went, pardon? And I went, I've got a female driving instructor. Would you like me to put you in touch? And she said, I've been trying for the past 4 weeks away to find a female driving instructor that would be open to a conversation. And I said, well, let me put you in touch. And now they're having that conversation because it's my job to listen. As simple as that might sound, it's my job to listen and feed back my knowledge, my expertise, and make sure the client is supported. And I love the fact that you've said to me here, ideas factory. I love that. I'm going to steal that one. And obviously about kind of the enlightening and that light bulb moment, because that's exactly what we want to create. So it's great to hear them words. So to round it up, Suzanne, what do you think's been your optimum return on investment? As you know, that's what we kind of want to make sure you get back in your business. So for you, what's been the optimum return on investment from our work together over 2022?
I think it's been a shift from very unpredictable and varying levels of income to what we were just talking about the last 3 months, sorry, what's the last 2 months plus looking forward to the next month, I'm hitting the same consistency with my income.
Yeah.
And from a business perspective, that gives you the ability to plan.
Yeah.
Because you've got then a steady, reliable flow of money.
Yeah.
And that is, it's fantastic. But it's a fantastic feeling to have as the business owner.
Amazing. And that's what we want to create, guys. We want to recreate you a return on investment in your business, whether that be financial, whether that be value, whether that be light bulb moments, whatever that is. We want you to succeed, and it's great to see that Suzanne's doing so well. We're excited to see where the next 3 months take her, and having conversations with her again in January, again when the business has gone to that next level. So Suzanne, how would they get in contact with you if they're listening to this today and thinking, well, I feel like I need help with fatigue and feeling better within myself? How would they get in touch?
Easiest way is via my website, which is www.reconnectingyou.co.uk. There's a contact page on there. There's also my telephone details and email address. So please do get in touch.
And definitely do, guys. There is kind of a health check that you can go out and have a one-to-one with Suzanne. And that's how we started our journey with Suzanne. And we can highly recommend it. We're actually sleeping through the night, which we never thought was possible. So we do endorse it. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I want to level up in my business, I want that monthly accountability support, or you may just want to explore group coaching or one-to-one support, then do reach out, www.askzoe.co.uk, and book that free discovery session, and we'd love to help you. Thank you for your time this morning, Suzanne. Really appreciate it, guys, and we will be back shortly with our next instalment, so stay tuned.